No.
Nick,
If
no.
no.
Okay. How are you? Let's get comfortable first of all. Hello, my name is Voke, and you are on screen with Voke. So, finally, we have two breakups. I don't say finally because, um, but yeah, I was expecting. We were expecting. Everybody was expecting one or two breakups. All five should break up anyway and wrap up the show. And we finally got two breakups. First of all, Nick and Annie. In as much as I was expecting that nobody would say yes at the altar, I wasn't expecting Nick to break things off with Annie. I know he had hesitations, and that's why Annie kept on saying, "Okay, I love you more than you love me. I love you more than you love me. Prove to me, show me more." Nick just said, "Okay, let us go through this experiment. Let's take our time." Okay, and then for the second couple that broke up, that Joe and Madison, this one I was expecting it ever since. They would have never even left the pod. I don't know to say I don't understand him. I don't think he has anything commitment issues. He just does not like Madison. And he also had this thing where he was dating someone for 5 years and he cut things off abruptly. So will you say he has commitment issues, or I don't know. All I know is that Joe never liked Madison. Even when he finally met Madison's family, Madison's mother said, "Oh, I have this ick barometer," and he did not raise any flags. And I just sat there watching and I said, "Mom, I think your barometer is broken right now because this man, he obviously doesn't like your daughter." Fast forward to the end of episode, that same episode, yes, that same episode, he's ditching Madison technically at the altar because he went for his suit fitting and he just ditched. He just said, "No, I can't do this anymore." I just want to hug Madison when she was crying about him. She was even gracious enough to even give me a hug when she came out of the room and found him there. I don't know what I would have done. It's just so heartbreaking because no, in as much as we are dissecting these things and going over it, it's people's lives. And this thing happens to people and they have to watch it back and you're seeing this heartbreak. Annie, first of all, she told Nick that, okay, that same thing about her saying, "Oh, you don't love me," when they met with the singles from the pod, and everybody, that the girl that Nick was also dating at the time revealed that Nick is not a very nice guy, and how things broke up, how they broke up things was not really what he told Annie. And Annie is just saying, "Okay, I really love you so much." And she was drunk. She said, "I love you." I wrote it down. "I love you" times 10. Like, she just kept on saying, "I love you, I love you." And Nick was saying, "Okay, you just want to enjoy the evening and he's not in for this drama." So later on, days later, or days later, I don't know. After brunch, he sat Annie down, poor Annie, and he told her that, "Okay, see, I getting to go to the altar with you doesn't make me happy." And Annie was begging this guy. Okay, it reminded me of Grey's Anatomy, Meredith Grey, when she kept telling Derek Shepherd,
"So pick me, choose me, love me."
That's the entire vibe I got watching this never-ending exchange with these two. Annie got offended. She got pissed. She just wanted Nick to try as much as possible. And Nick just started saying, "I want out." And that's how the breakup happened. For the other three, I think they're going to make it to the altar. That's Kalybriah, Edmond, Ali, and Anton. And I'm trying to remember the third couple now. Kalybriah and Edmond, Ali and Anton, and who else is them? Jordan and Megan. Am I the only one? Okay, these three now, we have to focus on three of them now since they are going to be we're going to be getting a wedding from them. Of these three, I cannot help but see myself smiling and rooting for Megan and Jordan. Am I alone on this? Please let me know in the comments. Please, I love for you to leave a comment because I love chatting with you. And do not forget to like, share, subscribe to this channel if you love reality TV. Yeah, thank you very much. I'm rooting for this too. I was actually worried about the entire finance thing. Then I just thought that, okay, the fact that, okay, I have a father that had diabetes, then he has a son that has diabetes, that also kind of brought them together. I was not really feeling that entire storyline. Yeah, I wasn't at all. I was just really worried about them. But now I see that their communication is okay. It's a healthy communication system that they have over there. Yeah, I think it's very healthy. But I still hold my breath. Like this couple, That's Jordan and Megan, holding my breath when it's time for them. But I think that they're going to say yes at the altar. I really think so. Because Meg has this, she has a thing for reading the signs. Card, she went to Jordan to a card reader. She believed that, okay, this is a sign from her father. Now that, okay, Jordan's son has diabetes. Now, okay, she's going to be the best person to take care of him. Like, she goes to step in. Then she does all the signs. So I think she's going to say yes at the altar. For Jordan, too, I think Jordan has a good head on his shoulders. I'm also smiling for them because I am actually rooting for this too. I am. If we're going to get any couple, can it be Megan and Jordan? They have their issues though. Like the part where she was telling him that, okay, you just really go quiet, you go into yourself, and she just wants to really be in his word. She wants to understand what he's thinking. She wants to just know. And that conversation, it was nice. It went well for me. I don't know. I don't care what you put analysis. Well, like I care. So please leave a comment. But you know, it's just I might have a different analysis from yours. I think that that conversation went okay, even though Megan is not still satisfied because she really just wants her man to open up, and that's understandable. But him on the other side, Jordan, he's trying to reach out to Megan and say, okay, I just want to come home and leave that bullshit or whatever work came with, and I just want to be with you. And I can understand him, but sometimes people just like think that I'm not gonna bring that energy to my space. This is my space, my happy space. I don't want to bring that negative vibe home. But Megan is struggling to understand that because she doesn't really have the scope of, okay, what are your coworkers doing? What do they think? How do they think? How are they annoying you? I want to know about Mr. So so and so that annoyed you today at work. I just hope that they say yes at the altar to each other because I can't help but root for these ones. Not perfect, but I cannot help but root for them. Then for Kalybriah and KB, because I feel like I'm wondering her name. KB and Edmond, in my last video, I said it that if KB were my sister, I would have told her to run for the hills. Not because Edmond is necessarily a bad person, but he's just has a lot of growing up to do. And they had a lot of issues. And he, you know what, he does this thing where he tries to avoid the issue. So I really loved how Kalybriah brought it up that, okay, are we going to address the elephant in the room? We're going to keep on pretending that, oh, we are good at everything. And he does that a lot. And she also made sure to tell us the viewers, okay, this guy, he's different, a lot different when the cameras are not rolling. He's interrupting me, he's doing all sort of things, he's poking and all of that. But they're still willing to make it to try. And I just think that this is like a house that is leaking, the roof is leaking, and Kalybriah, KB, she's just putting buckets everywhere to just sustain the place, but the house is really cold as hell. Hell is not cold, but yeah. This is one relationship I don't want to work out at all because not because I'm a witch or anything, but because I just think that KB will continue, except Edmond makes a conscious effort to say, okay, no, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna be better, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do that. You know? The last time, my last analogy, when I was analyzing Megan and Jordan's relationship, I said Megan is that person that she doesn't really like the ice cream flavor, but she's just psyching herself up to say, it's not my favorite ice cream flavor, but I'm not bad. It, like mint is not that bad, but she will usually go for vanilla. So for KB will usually go for chocolates and almond in it. But now she has to go for another flavor, maybe chocolates that almond nuts in them. So yeah, that's just the entire vibe for KB now. I think she should run for the hills. The kind of man she wants, she's gonna get it. That's honestly, she's going to. She's really going to. She's a great lady, hardworking, beautiful. I think she's gonna get the kind of man she wants. Edmond, she's just trying to shape him to be the man that she desires, which is not a bad thing because you can influence your partner. But in my very humble opinion, I'm not a psychologist or anything. I might be loud and wrong at this time, but I just think that she's just trying to mold him. Okay, you apologize. You have to recognize why you're apologizing. You are doing this. She wants him to do a lot of things. He's not helping her down. But he's the same person that say, oh, I love you so much, I love to rub your feet. So it's almost like he's putting up an act. And once he gets married to her, it seems like he's going to just say, okay, I already got married to you. I don't have to do all of these things anymore. That's what I see. So I think that KB should go the other way, Edmond should go the other way, and he should work on himself. Sometimes while we're single, it might not necessarily be the other people's fault. It might just be you. that you have more work to do. Doesn't mean you're not going to ever find a person, but just sometimes it's because you have more work to do. That's for KB and this guy and Edmond. Then for Ali and Anton, she was looking for a window so bad this episode, and it was, to me, Ali became kind of toxic this episode. I'm sorry, because I'm not saying that Anton is good or anything. Nope. But she was just looking for a window. Why don't you just go straight to the point and say, I don't like the fact that you go to strip clubs and all of that. I don't like the fact that you drink a lot. I find it concerning. Yes, she said it, but in that baby voice that the person's not really hearing you. The beer is finished. What about the tequila? That was half a bottle. The man went to the fridge. He knowing that he already drank tequila. He went there, he opened the fridge. What are you looking for? It's just like I know that I have juice in my fridge, and so somebody's going to hold me accountable. That okay, you need to stop drinking this juice, this ice cream, or eating ice cream, so that you can to control your weight or something. And the person saying, okay, I bought a tub of ice cream last week. Have you eaten it? The tub is in the fridge. When I know very well that I ate that tub of ice cream, so I don't know what show Anton was trying to put up for us. People have called him a functioning alcoholic. I just think that if Ali is concerned about something, just go straight to the point that I'm concerned about this and I cannot marry you. Go away. But they're just dancing around the matter. He met her mom, she met his mom, and a lot of dancing around the issue. They're just really fluffing things up at this point. When you find something very concerning and he's defending himself, saying, oh, you drink too. Yeah, this too, funny enough, people thought it was going to be the fairy tale of the season because they just knew what they wanted and they were all about each other. But now there's a lot of cracks. And I think also finance is going to be going to play a role in their relationship as well. I've always said that from the very jump, and I keep saying it too. I don't know how, but yeah, I just think so. It's just there. Yeah, so next week we're going to be getting a wedding episode. I am actually very angry with Netflix for this because I was expecting I was going to get the wedding episode to this last week, and they said no, we have to wait till next week for the wedding episode. So we're waiting, hoping with bated breath. I'm going to be okay, it already happened and I already filmed it. But fingers crossed that Jordan and Megan get married. I don't know how that's going to play out, but I think it's going to happen because I don't know. Maybe because I like Jordan. I think he's the most attractive man this season. And I like that they have a communication. I just really like that because I think that's the most important thing in a relationship, that we're not dancing around stuff. Maybe they're dancing around stuff a little bit, like the entire finance thing, but also they still talked about the finance thing. They still talked about things. Jordan also said that I don't want you trying to think that you have to do something huge for my son. I'm okay with you just being you. I just like that communication. That's me. I think that yeah, with this kind of communication, I think it's definitely going to grow into something better, and it's just a very good recipe for a good relationship. Communication, basically. But that's why I'll stop for the day. I'm always very happy when someone leaves a comment. It makes my day. Basically, you have to see the very big smile I have on my face because it just shows me that it makes sense. You're communicating. So if I'm communicating and if you agree with my point, don't just like and leave and say, oh, to those. You can like and leave a comment, and also it will also tell the algorithm, okay, this girl here with her big head, she's making sense, so she should share her video with more people because I'm on the road to 500 subscribers now. So please leave a comment and let me know which couple you are rooting for, please. Is it Edmond and KB, Jordan and Megan, like me? Are you on our team? Or Ali and Anton? And also for the breakups, do you feel relieved or shocked? Let me know in the comments. Until next time, do take care of yourself. My name is Voke once again. Goodbye.